Maternity Benefit Act 1961. In this act, full paid leave are provided to the women or the lady. The motive of this act is to help her in taking care of her children. Okay, there are newborn children, the mother has to take care of their children. So for this purpose she is given leave, full paid leave. During that leave she will be given full payment of her wages or salary. It is applied on every establishment which is having 10 or more employees. Okay, these establishments can be factory, plantation, mines, government organizations, legislative organizations, shops or other entities. What is the eligibility? Eligibility is that the women should have worked minimum 80 days in the past 12 months. Okay, the amount will depend on the daily wages. There was an amendment done in 2017 in this act. It said that if a woman is having two surviving children, then the leave was increased from 12 weeks to 26 weeks. Okay, if she is having more than two surviving children, then the leave was of 12 weeks. In the case of commissioning mother and adopting mother, the leave is of 12 weeks. Who are commissioning mothers? In the case of surrogacy, there is a commissioning mother and there is a surrogate mother. Okay, the commissioning mother provides her egg. So her egg is inseminated and converted into embryo, and this embryo is fertilized, is inserted into surrogate mother, and the surrogate mother goes through pregnancy. Okay, so this one was commissioning mother, which provided the egg. Okay, so the commissioning mothers are also given maternity leave. And the adopting mother means if any lady or woman wants to adopt any child, she is an adopting mother. So both of them are given 12 weeks leave. The organizations will facilitate work from home conditions, okay, for the women so that they can work from home. If there are more than 50 employees, crash is mandatory. Okay, crash is a place like nursery or play school where the children are being taken care of because the parents of these children have gone to work. Okay, so they are taken care of in crash. So crash is mandatory. If the organization is having 50 employees, then that organization will also have a crash. So these were the amendments which were done in the act in 2017. Duty of employer. What is the duty of the employer? Employer cannot terminate the women on maternity leave. If a woman is on maternity leave, then the employer cannot terminate her. The employer cannot change terms and conditions of the leave. Okay, he cannot change the terms and conditions. It is duty of the employer to inform the woman when she joins. Okay, when the woman joins the organization of the employer, it is the duty of the employer to inform her about the Maternity Benefit Act or the benefits of the maternity leave. Okay, all these she should be explained. Penalty on employer for non-compliance. If the employer does not comply with these rules, it means if he fails to pay the benefits or discharges the women or dismisses her, then the imprisonment can be from 3 months to 1 year or a fine of 2000 to 5000. Provided if the court has sufficient reasons, it can give lesser term or impose fine in lieu of imprisonment. If the employer contravenes any provision, okay, if no other penalty provided for such contravention, okay, if the employer is contravening any provision or law and there is no penalty provided for that contravention, then the imprisonment can be up to 1 year or a fine of 5000 or both. So this is Maternity Benefit Act. Let's have a quick revision. in Maternity Benefit Act, there are full paid leave. The motive is that the women can take care of her child. It is applied in establishment which are having 10 or more employees, like factory, plantation, mine, government organization, legislative organization, shops, and other entities. What is the eligibility? Eligibility is that the women should have worked minimum 80 days in the past 12 months. The amount of benefit is based on daily wages. In 2017, amendment was made. In that amendment, if a woman is having two surviving children, then the leave is from was increased from 12 weeks to 26 weeks. If the woman is having more than two surviving children, then the leave is of 12 weeks. Commissioning mothers, like in the case of the commissioning mothers are in surrogacy, which provide the egg, okay, and the adopting mother, they are given 12 weeks maternity leave, okay. Organization will facilitate work from home conditions, okay. If the organization is having more than 50 employees, then crash is mandatory in that organization. It is a duty of the employer that the employer cannot terminate the women on maternity leave, and the employer cannot change the terms and conditions of the leave. It is the duty of the employer to inform the women when she joins the organization about the maternity leave. What are the penalties on employer for non-compliance? If he fails to pay or discharges or dismisses the women on maternity leave, then there is can be imprisonment from 3 months to 1 year, or a fine from of 2,000 to 5,000. Provided if the court has sufficient reason, it can give lesser term or impose fine in lieu of the imprisonment. If the employer contravenes provisions, if no other penalty is provided for such contravention, then the imprisonment can be of up to 1 year or a fine of 5,000 or both. So this was Maternity Benefit Act. Next we will see Employees Provident Fund, EPF. If you want the PDF of these notes for revision purposes, you can get the link from description or comment box. Next PDF we will cover in next video.